What is up, party people? It is a short week and it is a long weekend, and yay for that. I had a pretty good day in the markets today, overall. We actually got some decent moves this week in the market. If I zoom here on the 60-minute chart, you know, we've got, this nice move down a couple days ago, and this nice move up yesterday, this nice move down. A couple of days, like especially yesterday, it was kind of a slow grind up, but we got these nice moves instead of it just being, stuck in these like tiny little ranges. So I think overall it was a good week in the markets as far as, for day traders and movement goes. I'm looking at this higher time frame off of the 60. I'm pretty sure I have this level at 444 off of the weekly chart, but you can see how it held it as support here, a few weeks ago, and then, held it as support again. And now we've lost it, and we're just really trying to get back above it, and we can't. So, the next move usually after that is to try to find support somewhere. So I think that's kind of maybe where we're heading. Overall, that's the markets for you this week. But I traded Twitter. I finally caught a move on Twitter. I tried to catch it a few days ago, but it moved in the pre-market, so I didn't get to do that one. But today I got a nice move on it. So let me just show you kind of what I was looking at here. You can see on this higher time frame, we've got this nice range here. It's not the best line, but you get it. So we got this nice range here, and then we've got the tippy top of this. So I may have mentioned this previously in maybe the last recap I did, but anyways, we've got that kind of tippy top area of that fake breakout. And if I bring it over to the 60-minute chart, you can see that there's kind of like this loss of the level, right? So here's that level here, and we've lost it, and now it's continuing to try to get back above it, and it just can't. But then today in the pre-market, we pushed through it. Elon Musk and all his wacky stuff that's going on. Is he buying the company? Is he not buying the company? Is he on the board? Is he not on the board? But so I was really interested in what would happen when we got back to this level, because I thought it was like, a very key level. Either we were going to bounce off of it and continue to build a range to the top side, or if we lost it, maybe we would trend back down into the range. So I was definitely interested in that area. I wasn't really long biased or short biased. I just kind of wanted to see what happened. So I ended up catching a move on that. Just back it up a little bit. So yeah, I took it short at the break of the level. It just was looking really, really weak. I actually added into it because it was looking so weak. And then I took a couple partials here and then got stopped out at break even. I liked the way that it rejected the level again. So I entered here, got it moved down, took a partial near low of day, and then got some more partials along the way. Actually, that ended up being my all out. My target for this was 45.60. Where are we at? Like somewhere between pre-market low and previous day's close. And you can see that like that ended up definitely being an area of support. And the reason why is because this morning on the L2, there was a huge lot sitting at 45.60. It was like 3,000 lot, and everything else was, kind of like hundreds, 50s, things like that. But 3,000 really stood out to me. And I was sitting down there on the bids, and I thought, there's a chance maybe we'll try to get down there. Eventually, it went away, so I was a little bit unsure if we would get all the way there, but yeah, we ended up getting there, and then and then some more. But I had to go walk my dogs, and I didn't want to think about this anymore. And I'd already had like a decent move on it and stuff, so I just ended up getting a lot of it and just taking my profit and going. But yeah, overall, a good move on Twitter today. And then and also one thing I want to point out is really wish I had the tape for this, but as this was sitting here, I believe it was like right around here, a really big order came through on the tape above the ask. It was like a 1,200 lot, so a really, really big lot. Most of them that are coming through are like hundreds, 200s, and then just 1,200 lot comes through, and as it comes through, it just pushes down. So I'm thinking, maybe that's a seller. I thought, there is a chance that sometimes when those big moves happen or when those big prints happen, it does push the price down, but then we can sometimes get a squeeze back up, just to kind of retest this area. So you can see that it's trying to get back up to that where that seller was printing at, which was actually at 47.61, and then it moved down again. So something to keep an eye on the tape as far as big prints go. See where the direction of the stock moves after a big print comes through. And so it's pretty important to see if it's a buyer or a seller. So that was good for Twitter. And then I also traded pins. So similar stock as far as like kind of categories go, right? We've got Pinterest and Twitter, so they're both like social media type stocks. What I like about pins was this range on the daily. So we've got this little range here, and then we're kind of like right near the bottom of it. So I was definitely interested to see if it would get up into it. Also the cams for this today, we're sitting at R4 is just kind of near that level. So we've got R4 here, we've got my level here, R6 is up here. So, you know, a good area to be watching overall. Like, this could have gone up to R6 or rejected immediately at R4, but basically we're just watching to see, see what happens in that area. So I entered at the rejection of this level and yeah, got a nice move out of it. PIMS doesn't move a whole lot. It's like a buck 50, a buck 70, something like that. But, overall, a good move for pins today. And, most days you're probably not going to get a huge move out of pins, but I think just overall because Twitter was moving, that this really helped pins move as well. And just the overall market in general, right? The whole market was selling down, and yeah, I looked at Facebook as well, but didn't end up taking that. So, I got two solid trades today, two solid moves, and the ones that I got out of, they just kept going. So definitely the right idea as far as like, being short today, that's for sure. No real big bounces on anything that I was watching. So yeah, hopefully you guys had a good week, and you get to enjoy the long weekend with a little bit of extra money in your pockets. And yeah, we'll come back next week fully rested after 3 whole days off. So I will catch you guys later. Peace.